Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for September 9th, 10th, and 11th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, because this is the weekend, I am going to use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards, my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. I will pull a card from my Angels of Abundance with Doreen and Grant Virtue. And I will also pull one from my Emily Anderson crystal deck. Now, for the overview, and remember, this is just the introduction if you're new here. Basically, down in the description, I have the timestamp where you can jump to your regular readings, but I do ask if you would watch the introduction at least one time, okay? But this is going to be the introduction that's tagged on to all of the videos. So you'll see this over and over again if you don't jump. Okay, so for the introduction, I will do a reading with my Waite Rider traditional and my Colette Baron read the Good Tarot. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. Remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I'm an intuitive channeler. That means I open myself up to higher power, Holy Spirit, God, whoever that is you want to call, and I just ask for the guidance, and I ask for the words, and I ask for blessings for you, for me, and that the words be true and that they resonate with someone out there. Anyway, let's see what we've got going on with just the planetary movements. I do have this posted on my website, so you may want to look at that if you want to just kind of glance to see. Right now, because we do have Mercury going retrograde on the 10th. So as of the 10th, we will have 6 planets retrograde. Actually, the 9th, 10th. And that's going to be Jupiter, which is in Aries, Mercury, which is in Libra. Right now, we have Neptune in Pisces, Pluto in Capricorn, Saturn in Aquarius, and Uranus in Taurus. So we've got a lot of interesting energy. And Mercury goes retrograde really the evening of the 9th at 11:35 p.m., and that would be Eastern Standard Time. So 2 planets are direct right now. Mars, which is in Gemini, and it's going to be there for like 8-9 months, I think. And then we now have Venus in Virgo. So that, but those 2 are going direct. A lot of retrograde energy, and retrograde energy means a lot of digging up of the past, digging up of the present, and also a little bit of laying new foundations for the future. So what's going on the 10th? Let's go here. The 10th, again, Mercury is retrograde now, 8 degrees Libra. There is a full moon in Pisces, and that's at 17 degrees. Now, this is a really strong wishing moon. Pisces is your deepest desires, your deepest hidden wants. Now, you also need to know that the full moon is conjunct with Neptune, which is also in Pisces. Dreams, again, deep energies there. Remember, Neptune is retrograde, so really digging up maybe some old memories and old wants and thoughts. Now, the full moon is squaring Mars in Gemini. Now, squaring puts a little pressure. It's, there's some pressure put on the full moon. Mars in Gemini. Mars is the god of war. Gemini is the twins, and very much, very intellectual, very thought-provoking type of energy. And it's really putting some pressure on that full moon to deliver. And then on the 11th, we have the sun, which is in Virgo, trining, which is, again, a very positive energy with Uranus. And that is the, expect the unexpected, which is now retrograde in Taurus. So the 10th and the 11th have some really strange energies, very positive energies. Uranus and Mars is really making things maybe a little more unexpected. So you might, and Mars in Gemini is really pushing for things to be done. So interesting stuff with that. I did post the Schumann resonance for today. I don't post it unless I'm seeing something a little bit on the odd side, or unless it's in that really white zone. And this one today was in the odd zone. Okay, I don't know, does this break or something? It was just very odd energies going on. So take a look at that. Let me know what you think about it. So let's go on for this weekend. So that we do have the strong full moon with, Neptune being, what did I say it was, conjunct with Neptune? Anyway, with Neptune, which is in Pisces, it is a really strong wishing moon. So again, remember, the moon to me is not, I do not worship the moon, but I do look at it as a divine creation, and it does affect the earth. The moon cycles does affect the moon, does affect the earth. So it is one that, it's one of those times to release what's holding you back, relinquish what you don't need anymore, and request the good stuff. Okay? So release, relinquish, and request. You can start that like 3 days before, 3 days after. But it is a very strong, it is about wishes, it is about dreams, it is about wanting more in our lives. And that's always a good thing, especially everybody that's watching, you are light workers, you are stargazers, you are star seeds. So you wouldn't be here except that there's something calling you here. So interesting weekend energy that, and it's interesting even that, September, except that those planets are, there's pressure put on those planets that are retrograde, the planets are putting pressure on us, with the retrograde energy. It's almost like, I don't know, is there a game being set up? It just feels like there's an anticipation, there's a watchfulness, there's a wanting, and it just feels like there's a readiness being made. Okay. I did take the weekend off for answering comments, but, because I was kind of on the computer light, okay? I really wasn't on the computer every day, and that's where I answer my comments, but I was watching on my phone. It's just that it's not easy to answer you the way I want to answer you. So thank you for all those comments. I really enjoyed them, and I really appreciate all the support you give me with that. Okay, let's go on now. Let's see what we've got here. Remember, anything reversed to me has a really strong, like, hey, let's pay a little more attention to this. Not that we don't pay attention to the others. It's just this was kind of like I really want you to notice and take note of this message. Okay, let's see what higher power, God, Holy Spirit, wants to say. And again, you don't have to have the belief system that I do. Take what I say and just adapt it to your own language, okay? I do believe we were all placed in certain spots in order to keep people's vibrations very high. Right, so here we go. 1, 2, and 3. 3 cards. All of them are face down. Let's see, I should move this down just a touch. Here we go. Let's see what we have here. First card. This one's been coming up a lot, hasn't it? In the overview, in the what's going on in the universe. So we have that 4 of Pentacles. 4, again, stability, leadership, organization. We have the King holding his money closely, almost cherishing his money. There is the Pentacle, because Pentacles is earth energy, money energy, tangible energy. This is our Capricorn and our Taurus and our Virgo. Now, we are in Virgo season, but Virgo doesn't have a lot of planetary action except that it's got the sun in it right now. But, Uranus and Capricorn are, in that retrograde energy. So there is a lot of really holding your money dear, cherishing it in some ways, not necessarily putting it first for everything, but it is, guarding your money. There is a guarding energy right here. Thinking about money, there is money that's in that crown energy, but it is also crown. And remember, when we talk about chakras, the seventh chakra, from going from the bottom to the top, is the crown chakra. Now, so there's one thought that we can go with this, is that we're going to be thinking about money. It's going to be really kind of, very much in our minds, in our thoughts. But the other that I like to think, especially with the crown, is that crown chakra, and that there is a higher power that will be providing what it is we need. I have had many times in my life, I've gone through many ups and downs in financial cycles, and I know that it wasn't due to my wisdom at all, but I have been provided for. And then also we have the Pentacles under the feet. Now, I do find it interesting that, I don't know, is he wearing socks or is he wearing half boots? Let's say he's wearing half boots. But again, he's standing firm on his money. Or he's not standing, he's sitting. He's sitting, but the money again is underneath his feet. We have, I'm not quite sure where I'm going with that one just yet, but we have the city on the one side that has, has the colors in it. We have the city on the other that has the gray in it. Not sure where we're at with that either. So let's go on and we'll see. There is something about this, and I love to hear what you think about this. What you're thinking about this King of Pentacles, and he has been coming up. Not every overview reading, but he has been coming up a lot in our readings. So guarding money, thinking of money, protecting our money maybe even. But again, the crown, the fact that he has a crown, I am thinking that, we have to trust. We have to trust higher power to provide for us. Here we go. Next card is, we have that Two of Cups. Now, not so much with this card, but cup energy is our water energy. So that's our Pisces. We've got that full moon in Pisces right now. Scorpio, we have the South Node in Scorpio. So that's an interesting that's another type of video that I've not made. So there's a lot of past energy with Scorpio. It is Cancer energy. And that is fluid, it is romantic, very spiritual, very the feels, the good feels, the bad feels, the happy feels, the sad feels, okay? So it is, the cups, this is a two. Two has choices, decisions, and it's also coming together energy here. And this one is generally the one that says, that people, you are coming together. You are joining together. You are sharing in something that is very spiritual and very major too. So here we go here. We have the cups. The cups are something that holds your fluids. We have the flowers around the man, and we have the olive leaves or the laurel around the woman. So there could be some, and then we have this, is that a griffin? I'm not very sure about that, but there is something that's very magical and mystical. Is that our sign for medicine? Not quite sure about that either. But there is a connection here. There is something about joining together and, keeping spirits light, but keeping spirits very, very, very loved. Okay, community. But could also be, if this was a individual reading, it could be twin flame, it could be soulmate energy too. Here we go. Our next card is, now we come to that Queen of Pentacles. Now the Queen, all of the court cards, and I like that I can say it now because I won't say it in the individual readings. All of the court cards have dual energies. The pages, underlying energy is Pentacles. Pentacles is earth energy, like I said. It is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, money, job, career. The Knight's underlying energy is fire or rod energy, and that is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Remember, Jupiter is still in Aries. Passionate, burning, very determined energy. Now we come to the Queen. Underlying energy is that water again. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Pisces is that full moon right now. Fluid, emotional, spiritual energy too. And then we come to the King, whose underlying, and that would be the King of Swords, whose underlying energy is air, which would be Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. And Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra all have stuff going on. So does the earth energy too. Water has a little bit of going on, and fire energy only has, which is still quite big, the Jupiter in Aries going on here too. So the Queen, underlying is that water energy, but it's also overlying is that pentacle energy, that earth energy. The Queen wants to make sure that she is taken care of, but also that her people are taken care of. And she doesn't necessarily want to take care of them in just meager ways. She wants to make sure that their needs are such that they're not going to, want more, that they'll be satisfied. So the Queen of Pentacles the earth energy here, she's a very loving energy. She's a very providing energy. She is a very much, a queen that wants to just make sure that there's no, that the people aren't wanting. Okay, so we've got some interesting money energy going on here, but then we have that water energy going on too. So there is something about, making sure that our physical needs are being met, but at the same time, our spiritual needs are being met too. So it's an interesting weekend. It's an interesting dynamic for this weekend. Okay, let's go on now. The Colette Barrett, right? Colette Barron read. Let's see what the Good Tarot has for us. Let's see. Higher Power, what do you have here for us? Because I feel like there's a lot, there's a lot of masculine energy. There's a lot of feminine energy. It's a it is a balanced energy with all that's going on in that earthly and spiritual realm. So interesting here. Let's see. Let's see what we've got going. Okay, here we go. Okay. 1, 2. Oh, I wasn't going to do 3, but I guess we're going to do 3. Here we are. Here we are. We only do 1, but let's do our 3, and let's see what we've got here. Next card. That's the King of Air. Remember I told you air energy, Aquarius, Libra, and Virgo, and Gemini energy. The king is very much a ruler. This king really, knows a lot. This is one that has experienced a lot, but he also rules with his head. He does not rule with his heart at all. Some people might say that he's a little bit cold-hearted with this, but he is somebody that says, we need to do what we need to do. So not necessarily warm and cuddly, but at the same time, not necessarily unjust either. There's a lot of justice with the King of Air. Okay, here we go. Next card. We have that 9 of Earth energy. So 9 is, let's wrap it up. You've got everything you need. That earth energy is basically that same, the pentacle energy. So whatever this is going on, there's a lot of wisdom, there's a lot of smarts with this. It may not necessarily be something that connects with our hearts. We might be feeling why, but then the answer is it's like, this is the way things are being done. 9 of Earth does say that you will have your needs met. And sometimes the 9 of Earth is about having some of your wishes met also. So here we go. Last card, the Page of Air. So it's interesting that we had, when we had the Queen of Pentacles, it has a combination between the Pentacles and the what was this? The water energy. So the Page of Air now has the earth energy, because remember, underlying is the page, and we have that air. So this does have and pages, very much so, they love to, they love new projects. They love to start on new things. They believe that they can get through a lot of these things. A lot of this could be something to do with a job. It could be a career. It could be just even a way of tangible life. However, we have that air energy. The air energy does say that there can be some challenges. The air energy does say that, it's not necessarily an easy route to go down. However, that page is very enthusiastic. That page wants to try. And so there's a lot of interesting stuff. Spiritual, earthly energies being met. Yet at the same time, we really need to be very, the world is basically being very concise, very strategic, very, this is the way, these are the steps that need to be happening, need to be taken place. Needs are being met, though it might be a bit of a challenge for this weekend. Okay, now, you know what I'm going to tell you. Please comment. Tell me what this means to you. And why don't we now, and remember, when you're looking at these and you're, like I said, jumping past the introduction, remember that many people cross-watch. They watch their rising, ascending, moon, Venus, Mars and Mercury. Okay? Please take a moment to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. You keep my channel moving, and you keep me growing, and you keep me on air, and I really do appreciate that. So why don't we start our videos now? Hello to my Scorpios. How are you doing, my sweethearts? Oh, lots of stuff happening for you as this full moon comes. Lots of angst. Lots of, oh my gosh, anticipation. I don't know, is it anxiety? Because with the full moon, you're a water sign, and the full moon does create some energies that are not necessarily comfortable. But you can definitely use this to really do some soul searching, but also to get out there and just make your wishes. Make your wishes, and where is it? Visualize where it is, what it is you want to be when you grow up. Okay, so there is some changes with this full moon for you. There's also some angst. There's also some, oh my gosh, what's going to be going on? So I do find it a little bit uncomfortable right now, but I do find it something that will bring about something much bigger and much better. Okay? I'm just kind of feeling it with you, my Scorpio. So, try to be at peace. Try to just know that there is something higher, a higher power, God, that is watching over you. And like I said, just be at peace. Be at peace this weekend. Okay, reverse cards. Let's see what we have here. For our Scorpios. First card is the King of Earth. Well, this is a good energy, wonderful energy. Now remember, King's underlying is air. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, lots of things going on in there, but Earth is also our Capricorn, our Taurus, and our Virgo. Lots of stuff going on in there. So you've got a lot of activity. Now the King of Earth is about, basically, it's either having a professional come into your life, doctor, lawyer, or something along that line, or it's you stepping up in your job, or you even becoming more important in that job, or that work balance, or that work career money type of stuff. So the King of Earth is really, I don't know if somebody's going to come and offer you a new job this weekend, or if this is you actually being promoted into something that's new for you. But the King of Earth is very much a subject matter expert. The King of Earth is actually somebody who wants to make sure that their bills are paid, everything is done. The King of Earth has this expectation of making money. The King of Earth has this expectation that the money will be there when the King of Earth needs the money to be there. Okay, so the King of Earth is generous, professional, responsible, and practical. A successful time, confidently accept opportunities you're offered. The Midas touch. The thing about it with what I was saying before is maybe there is a position, maybe there's something being offered to you, and you're just kind of like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know, because I do feel some anxiety with this energy, with this weekend. But then we have the King of Earth who's very stabilizing. But again, I feel like you're like, I don't know, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if this is what I want to do. But, I don't necessarily, and again, my Scorpios, you don't apply for something that you don't think that you have a really good chance of getting. So this might be coming out of the blue. So you might be getting, maybe what is it, a headhunter or a recruiter calling you up. You might be getting, even at your work, they might be saying, we want to promote you. We want to bring you to that next level. Again, I do feel like if you're having any doubts about this at all, it's because you did not solicit it. You did not go after it. It's coming to you. Okay, next card is Three of Water. And, so 3. Power of 3, celebration, creativity. Water, your energy. Pisces energy. Cancer energy. celebratory energy, caring energy, loving energy, like, oh my gosh, this is wonderful energy happening around you. So this is, again, I do feel that this moon is playing a little bit with you, so you really need to embrace these changes, okay? Embrace the opportunities and possibilities, because the Three of Water is about celebration and it is about things happening and something that you need to like raise your glass to. So there's some changes happening. Again, they don't necessarily feel comfortable because, part of you, that deep down part of you might be saying, can I really do this? And you don't like to feel insecure about any of it. But many times, what the things that you don't necessarily share, you tend to, you can feel very insecure about. So best thing to do, hey, head it upstairs, give it to higher power. Anyway, a celebration, a wedding, graduation, or birth announcement. The need to have more fun. Last card here, reversed. Three of Fire. So you've got those threes there. And now fire is our Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries energy here. I haven't had a lot of fire energies in the reading so far. I think this is something that's passionate, burning, very determined. Again, that three energy, the power of three energy. So, getting out there, saying it, doing it, believing that it is there. The Three of Fire is about abundance. The Three of Fire is about possibilities, okay? The three is looking at choices that you might have. And again, I just feel like the choices may be a little overwhelming, but they're exciting. They're positive energies here for you too. And there's possibilities of some big money to come, okay? So abundance, things looking very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans. So again, maybe this is one of those first interviews on a long chain of interviews. Again, too, I'm feeling like this is unexpected. It's something you did not go after. Something you did not go after. I feel like it comes to you more than you go after it. Okay? But again, I just feel like the turmoil that I'm feeling with this, my Scorpios, it's just kind of like, can I do this? Oh gosh, yes, you can do this. You can. Have faith in yourself. Anyway, let's see what we've got here. And there's a card that did not realize it, but is down here. So I'm not going to, must have fallen. Here we go. Let's see what this is all about. Deception and envy. So now we have a 7 energy. 7 has a divine umbrella, divine, intervention, sometimes a divine interference. So now we have this deception and envy, which is really kind of an interesting type of energy for you. I do feel like this is, again, I feel like you have some anxiety about this choice or what's being presented. So maybe my Scorpios, and not to take away your joy, because these threes are really super positive. This king is really, really super positive. This could be one of those things that it looks too good to be true. It could be one of those things that not necessarily on your part, but I just feel like this is you thinking, is this good enough? Is this too true? Is this too good to be true? There's something about this. Now, sometimes deception and envy, that could be something that we feel, and sometimes it could be something that's being felt about what we have. Okay? Envy is not, envy is not a positive energy at all. In fact, when you envy someone else, you should really more or less say, hey, good for you. I would like that too, but I don't want yours. I want my own. And it's okay to want your own. So I'm not quite sure where this is fitting with this lovely, lovely reading, except I do feel that anxiety in the beginning that I talked about. So my Scorpios, you're going to have to tell me what this means. Okay? Who is this? Who is this? Who had their mask on? Who had their mask on? Who was not showing you the true colors? This wonderful energy. Who is this? Who is that? Okay. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Okay, let's go on. The Angels of Abundance. See what we have going for our Scorpios. What can they say? Yeah, that's just, yeah. Is that someone to be aware of? Who is that, my Scorpios? I don't want to try to go too deep into it because I don't want to give this any real, and I don't want to feed energy into this. We want to feed the energy into this. So you tell me. Here we go. Power of prayer. Prayer is very. Give this situation to God for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon divine guidance God gives to you in response to your prayers. So there's so much going on up here that's so positive and loving and so great. What is that about, my Scorpios? Who is that? But again, we have that 7. It's a divine umbrella over you. And then we get the power of prayer. Interesting. Okay, let's see what we have here, what crystal or energy for my Scorpios. All right, this one is reversed. Selenite. Psychic insight, blessings, fidelity, deep connections. Yeah, this is somebody that I feel like this is an outside force right now. I'm not going to say that that there's not things that we do, we're human, but I do feel like this is an outside force that may not want you to have these things. Be aware of. You will see. Okay, but there is divine protection over you with it. Okay, my Scorpios. Let me know. Comment, please, what that was all about. Okay, or whoever that is for. Take a moment, too, to like, share, subscribe. Click on that bell for notifications. As always, my Scorpios, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.